Hello again everyone, Age of June here, and we are back casting another Starcraft 2 game from the Go for SC2 tournament. Go for Starcraft 2, obviously. This one's going to be between the green Zerg down here at the bottom right corner. This is sYz. He does not appear to be part of any team whatsoever. He's sponsored, actually no, it looks like he is in K1CK Esports Club, sponsored by Ozone Gaming. He's a Portuguese gamer, obviously Zerg, as you can see here. He's been playing, from the looks of it, since Wings of Liberty. And I have a feeling he's been Zerg the whole time. And, ooh, what is this? Ex-teammate. Interesting. So apparently they used to be teammates. He doesn't know, but I'm not sure. sYz doesn't appear to recognize DaNa, but DaNa recognizes him. Okay, so there we go. He knows now. Apparently not for very long. Apparently he didn't stay there long at all, and yeah, he doesn't remember the other guy at all. But the other guy is mYi DaNa. mYi, of course, would be the team name, which is mYinsanity. My Insanity, I guess? I don't know. But this is a Polish player. He's been playing as well since Wings of Liberty. That's when he first made his appearance back then. Tell me that you want me. Interesting. Alright. So this guy's going to be going for an early spawn pool here. There's whoosh. Get that up there. Well, I'm not sure, but I think he's sending a couple lyrics at him, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, they're just having a little bit of banter. I kind of like this. You don't normally see this in a lot of the professional games. They don't have enough time to talk like that, but these guys are just kind of... Yeah, I'm almost certain that is lyrics, but not completely. But sYz has gone ahead. He's already expanded. He did the expansion first and then the pool, I believe. Yeah, as he's just getting his pool started. Whereas DaNa actually did his pool first and then he went for the expansion. Used to, I'd see this a whole lot more back in Wings of Liberty when I played before. But pretty much ever since I came back and started watching again, almost every game I've seen Zerg in, they go ahead and expand first. So I don't know if it's just a typical thing, just preference-based or what. But it seems to me that almost always you see the expansion first now. I guess just because you don't see quite as early of timing hits as you used to. Which I guess did actually used to be a problem. Because the Zerglings, I think, got out of... Well, actually, no, the Zerglings didn't get out any sooner, but there was the warp gates and everything else that had small problems. So he is actually transferring his probes over. He's got 11 or not probes, drones. He's transferring his drones over. He's got 11 here, and now he's got the 4 here. Whereas this guy does not actually have any yet, and they are both just macroing up as possible. He's actually floating quite a few minerals compared to what I would expect, so I don't know what he's about to do. Is he about to do another expand? No. No, he was just getting ready to go ahead and start the metabolic boost. Yeah, that's what it looks like. The metabolic boost is already being researched for him as well, but it's slightly behind. Obviously, a super important research for Zerg. Zerglings are kind of useless if they're not fast, and they can't just run by. But he is going to go ahead and transfer his over as well. He's got 16 here. He's now up to 8 here. Oh! Ah, the Zerglings are coming in. They're probably going to get a little bit of scouting in. That's all they're really intending to do. He does see that the gas is here. He sees one gas is taken. Sorry, this is not gas. This is a spawning pool. He sees that there is the spawning pool there. He sees that one gas is taken. I don't think he saw this, though, did he? Did he see that? He does see that. Okay. And as I've been informed, thanks to YouTube, you actually can click on these things and see what is building. You just have to enable it, which, honestly, that kind of surprises me, because you'd think a functionality like that, where you could see what they're building, would be really important, and you'd think that that would be enabled by default, but apparently it's actually not, and you have to be the one to enable it. So I was really confused a couple of games ago in one of the games that you could see on my channel. I was trying to go ahead and see what the guy had placed, and I was able to see nothing. And apparently that is just because I do not have that setting enabled, which is really confusing to me. So he's going to go ahead and get his scouting in as well. That Zergling might die. No. Zergling did not die quite yet. And they just have their overlords all floating around, being friendly. Hey Jim, how's it going? Hey Bob. Going up there. Oh no, they're just gonna kind of hang out a little bit. All right, so it looks like the pink player here, DaNa, is gonna go ahead and get his third expansion now, whereas sYz has not yet expanded. He is working on, I believe, Lair. He's working on his Lair tech, and DaNa is actually a little bit ahead of him in there. He is at quite a bit ahead on that research, but he's also doing his third expansion, so I have a feeling the sYz is probably planning a somewhat earlier timing attack than is Mr. sYz here. He does have the double Evo. I do not believe that this guy has Evo yet. He does not have any Evo chamber whatsoever. So he is not going for research, whereas sYz is going for an early advantage from the research so that hopefully his guys can win out in a nice little battle. There's another couple Zerglings coming down for scouting. Oh, almost got the Banelings to die there. That would have been very sad. Losing those Banelings for nothing more than that little bit. So now the Zergling attack is moving out with the Banelings following behind. This Overseer did scout it, so he knows what's coming. The Zergling for DaNa is actually quite a bit more. He's got a bigger Zergling army than does sYz. And now he's got the Banelings there as well. These guys are just holding them back. They're going to try to take down the queen, do a little bit of damage to her, but they did not end up taking her down. And now they're just going to kind of chill here and wait for the other Zerglings, I guess. But these Zerglings over here are coming in. These Banelings are going to blow up one Baneling. Two Banelings for one Baneling, not really the best. Not the best at all. But hey, it happens. Now the Zerglings are all just kind of running around. Ooh, these Banelings do get seen there. There are more Banelings warping in. See, are they working on their thing that makes the Banelings go faster yet? No, it does not look like it. The centrifugal hooks. I almost said hukes there for a second. Ooh, oh, if that Baneling gets to go off, he's going to kill a lot of these guys. But he's still pretty far back, and he's actually... Oh, he does not end up getting in there at all. Now these Zerglings are going to have to fall back, and they are indeed falling back. Alright, and now this guy's going to get his third. I did like the idea of seeing this game because I'm kind of thinking about switching to Zerg. Protoss, I don't know, it's not really matching my playstyle anymore. I used to have a fairly Protoss-oriented playstyle. I was able to really manage the sentries, managing all those things that you have to manage as a Protoss. I used Blink all the time, but I quit for a long time, and after coming back, I just seem to be terrible at Protoss. I do not seem to be able to do nearly as well as I used to. So I'm definitely thinking about switching to Zerg. Hopefully they'll play more with my playstyle. Zerg has more throwaway units, in a way. The units don't matter as much, and I think that's part of my problem, is that when I'm playing a game, I don't like losing units because I'm Protoss. And Protoss units are bloody expensive. But, this is a nice attack here. They're going to take down that queen instantly. They're going to go off and take down quite a few of these as well. The Mutalisks are coming in. Oh, actually, I don't think they got on any. Did they? They did take down 3 of the workers. Okay. But yeah, the Zerg, their units are fairly cheap, and they are inexpensive. I mean, you can afford to lose a couple Zerglings here or there for nothing more than just taking down workers like this. I mean, he took down 9 workers, lost a ton of Zerglings, but Zerglings are cheap. So he probably came out of that ahead. 9 workers, well, 6 of them were from this. Oh, another 12. Okay, so he actually had another attack going on over here, took down a couple more workers. So it's definitely something that I'll be able to keep in mind. Also, the fact that there's only one building you need to manage. It's a whole lot easier to micro when you can micro just by hitting your hotkey and then just building your units, as opposed to the way I have to do it is you've got the W for the warp gate, and then you've got the main base and everything else, and it takes a lot. So I'm hoping that the Zerg will make things easier. Those guys are going to go down, but this Muta attack is actually taking down this base. The hatchery is going to be taken down, I believe. Yeah, it is going to go down. The green players' Mutalisks are going up as well. They're not actually going to defend this at all. Now in come the Mutas. The Spore Crawler should be up very quickly. And what with the recent... Actually, I'm not sure if this particular game is actually under the most recent patch. In the most recent patch, the spore crawlers were buffed so that they do more damage to biological air units. But I'm not sure if that is under this or not. The game was recorded after the patch, but a lot of times when it comes to things like tournaments and stuff, you're going to see that the games are played on patches that were in the past. Like for League of Legends, anytime you see a tournament, it's almost always going to be at least 2 patches behind. No, at least 1 patch behind, sorry. For multiple different reasons. I mean, you've got the balance patches that take some time getting used to, and you've got different champions coming in to also take time getting used to. So a lot of times they'll just play back 1 patch where the players have been playing for quite some time, so that they are used to it and they are able to manage it. Alright, so sYz has actually not re-expanded yet, and he's currently sitting at 100 out of 100. So he is supply blocked, and he has been supply blocked for quite some time. Now he's losing some more of these, so he's able to build more units, but he's still supply blocked. But his overlords just popped, so he does actually have enough supply now to make a couple more, and he's re-expanding down here into this expansion. He does not actually have any creep spread whatsoever. From what I understand, you actually don't see that very much, actually spreading the creep spread in games against Zerg, just because of the fact that the creep actually benefits both of you. So you don't want to take the time to give a benefit to your enemy, and a lot of times you'll just see people go ahead and... Oh, that's nasty of him. Just go ahead and just leave the creep as it is. These mutas are definitely coming behind. They have exactly reversed research here. And what sYz is doing here is he's just flying around and taking out overlords. That is pretty much his entire goal here. So all the time you're seeing these overlords die, and that is keeping sYz supply blocked. DaNa is doing it, by the way. I think I said sYz is doing it, but it is definitely not sYz. Oh man, those Mutalisks just ran into that little Mutalisk cloud of the enemy, and they took down quite a few. But this guy, this is a massive, massive error by DaNa, and he just lost a lot of Mutalisks there. I'm not sure if it was intended or not, but I have a feeling not. What with all these spore crawlers here, it was not a good idea. There is an attack going on up here of Zerglings. They did take down that queen, and now they are going to get cleaned up by these couple mutas. There is nothing going on over here, but there's also no queen here. Is there a queen here? There is no queen at all from the looks of it. Let's see. Take a look at the units here. DaNa does not have a queen whatsoever, whereas sYz actually has 2. And now sYz is going to go ahead and do an attack on this Nexus. Not Nexus. No. Hatchery. He does get chased back, though, because the other Mutalisks are coming. They're going to go ahead and take down another Overlord. And... oh, he's not supply blocked yet, but he's really close. He's got a lot of Infestors coming, though, which is actually probably going to be very good against these Mutalisks, because you could just trap them all in one place. But he's supply blocked again. He does have a couple more Overlords coming. The Mutalisks do catch this Zergling attack coming in, and the Zergling attack is going to have to fall back. But in the meantime, he's got these Mutalisks up here taking down this expansion. So he is just returning the favor done by DaNa earlier on his expansion there. And now he's coming in and possibly going to try to take down this expansion as well. He is definitely going to clear out a lot of these drones, but he is being attacked in the meantime over here. The Infestors are not being managed whatsoever, otherwise they could have put the fungal growth down, would be, I think anyway. They might not have enough not enough energy, but in this case, and he didn't end up doing it. Well played from DaNa. It looks like he's going to go ahead and GG. He does. Alright, so there we go. That is the end of this game. DaNa actually did indeed GG out of it, and sYz gains the victory thanks to his little muta attack over here. Yeah, he's pretty far behind here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.